place this one here. Because then it contradicts with this one. So you have to look at every one of them as a queen, and you can't place anything so anything takes anything else. That's quite a problem. Alright, let's just start from the ground and up then. That just leaves the middle, and that's fucked. Now it's just those two rows, and alright guys, I just solved this. Let's try for a bit longer. I mean, I can place this one here then, and this one. So now the middle is fucked over here. I'll be right back, guys. I solved this off screen actually. Alright guys, I think I solved it. It took a couple of tries, but
now I can open the chest.
There we go.
Here we are. I am eager to discover what remarkable treasure could justify such an act of barbarity.
Extraordinary.
This chest is impenetrable. How is it possible? No one other than the bishop should be able to open it.
You open the chest with disconcerting ease, Holmes.
I've seen and heard quite enough. This time you won't stop me.
Catch him, Watson.
What the? But why?
Run, Watson. Hurry.
Because he might be in on it.
He's escaped. I hope that your motivations are founded, Holmes. I don't much like skirting around the edges of the law like this.
It is annoying. Let's leave without delay.
What have you found in the chest, Holmes? What in there is so precious for these men to commit such terrible acts?
The Reverend was telling the truth. Nothing important was locked inside the chest, apart from a few religious items which are hardly worth stealing.
So, we haven't made any headway. Perhaps the police will.
By the time the police arrive, we shall be a long way from here, Watson. We are leaving.
Alright.
What should we do next, Holmes?
Let us return to...
Alright, let's go home then.
What should we do?
Let us...
Dunno.
We have crossed London at a breakneck speed. We could have knocked someone over, and naturally I had to pay the cabbie out of my own pocket.
Watson, stop complaining. We have to analyze the clues found at the bishop's house.
Oh, analyzing.
I need...
That sounds fun. Alright.
There is something written on this scalpel. I should clean it. How many hospitals are there in the Whitechapel area, Watson?
If we count public dispensaries, enough to keep us busy for an entire month. Did this scalpel come from a hospital?
Yes, as the initials WCCH engraved upon it show us. We must think on how best to deal with this. We do not have the time to investigate every hospital in Whitechapel.
Let's check out the finger then.
Tooth marks, rather deep ones. I'd say of incisors and a canine. Fragments of skin, a phalanx. This finger wasn't cut off, it was ripped off.
Ooh.
No, I can't do that. No, I can't do that. No, I can't do that.
Alright.
I haven't finished my analysis. Tooth marks, rather deep one. Black and damp earth under the nail. Interesting.
bite marks on this severed finger. I am afraid of the significance.
The thieves didn't get what they wanted. When they were faced with the bishop's refusal to cooperate, one of the gang shook his finger at him to indicate that he was responsible for his unfortunate state.
And the poor man, whose head was the only part of him not bound by ropes, bit the finger violently enough to sever it. An uncommonly savage act.
Watson, I am certain that when we have explained the reasons behind this sudden bestiality, we will have revealed a larger part of the mystery.
Alright.
I can't do that. I have cut a small piece off the rope. That should be enough. I can't do that.
Alright, no acid.
I can't do that. A lot of fragments of black stone are wedged into this rope. Their color seems unnatural, but they are too small for me to examine them. Black and damp earth. I must compare the samples of earth that I found. This rope is only worn on one side.
Alright, so we're done
I
with
must
that.
compare the samples of earth that I found. And if I mix this earth with another substance, now it must all be stirred. I can't do that.
Stirred with what? Yeah, alright.
The samples of earth taken from beneath the fingernail and from the ropes originate from the same place.
How do you know?
It took just a little water to analyze the consistency. The soil has retained its moisture, even though there hasn't been rain in London for over a week.
This soil could come from the bank of a river, or somewhere where the evaporation is slower. A mine, perhaps, or a trench.
The banks of the Thames are clay soil, unlike our samples, so we can rule that out. The nearest mines are a dozen miles away, so I would rule that out also. I would therefore conclude your last theory to be nearer the mark.
A trench?
A pit.
A pit?
This fragment of stone is very smooth, and it seems to be of a peculiar quality. I shall have to strip it with one of my products. This stone appears to be the same as those found within the rope's fibers.
Alright.
This stone is granite, covered in black paint. The fragments found in the rope and this piece of granite come from the same place. Watson, bring me your register of the London hospitals.
Studying the scalpel has given you an idea, then?
Indeed.
I'll get it.
Where can that be?
Hospitals and dispensaries in London. I have found my book, Holmes.
Good. Put it on the work table, will you?
Which of them? This one? Nope.
Holmes's?
There
Here
we
is
go.
the section showing Whitechapel. I made several notations on these pages during our investigation into the Ripper, which might prove useful. All we need to do is to find a hospital or a public dispensary near a location where pits have been dug and black granite has been used.
It's simplicity itself. I haven't finished my analysis.
You haven't?
I need...
Alright. No? Alright. Let's try this one with this one and that one. Nope. The fragment is from a granite wall painted black. So this should mean this is from a pit. earth rope and gravity came from a grave. Okay, grand wall painted black. Sword is from a pit. From a pit near a monument. Let's just say it's just near warm water. There we go.
Now I can make the right decision.
There we go.
I haven't finished my analysis.
What do I have it?
No, it is unnecessary.
What do we have? Yeah, we have this one. To analyze the evidence, add liquid from the test tubes.
I haven't.
No, I'm not done. There we go.
I must analyze.
Ah! Alright. Now I'm game. Reset.
I must act.
So let's see here. 2 green, 1 blue, and there we go. 2 white and 3 brown. Three white and 2 brown. Two green, 1 blue. And 3 green, 3 brown. So 3 and 3.
Poison, and apparently very virulent. Poison. Discreet, efficient, and only detectable via a thorough post-mortem.
Have you been able to isolate the active components, Holmes?
Not with any certainty. This toxic substance surpasses my own knowledge in the field. It is without doubt the work of an expert chemist.
A chemist and a criminal.
As you say, please find my monograph on poisoners of the last 30 years.
So, we need to find a book on poisons. No, not that.
General practitioner. Female anatomy. I should put this book somewhere else.
Oh, I can tell what you're thinking, Watson. What's this? Ah,
Read the paper, Holmes.
he doesn't care. So, where could it be? Might be inside here.
There's no point in going there.
Alright, there's no point, so it's probably not there. And it might be in here.
Here is where I write my stories about Holmes's cases, and I've got work to do.
Alright, nothing more here. Let's check through this one then. It's just this one.
This bust was used to fool Colonel Moran during the case of the empty house.
Nothing more. Crap. Come on. Ah, it's only the door.
According to these documents, Hans Schielmann, known as the Rat Killer, was considered the greatest
No, it was
specialist
the
in
book that I
chemical
picked up.
poison in the world.
Is he at liberty?
Happily, no. He has been held in the high security wing of London's Westgate prison for many years now.
Then he cannot be the one who concocted the poison.
Don't dismiss him too quickly, Watson. According to Scotland Yard, the man is exceptionally intelligent. For the greatest criminals, prison is but a mere obstacle. Let's plan a little visit to see Mr. Schielmann tomorrow. I haven't finished my analysis.
We haven't? No, right.
The public dispensary number 4661. It's just opposite the Whitechapel Street Cemetery.
Yes, Watson. The murderer with the missing finger must work in the cemetery, or at least visit it. He could have taken a rope, one of the type they use to lower the coffins into the graves. The granite is minute particles of tombstone.
And he only had to cross the road to steal a scalpel from the dispensary opposite.
Yep.
Let us look at our deduction board, Watson.
The bishop went mad. Alright. So, there we go.
Perfect. Well done, Watson. Our board is finished. It confirms that the bishop's murderers work for one person, who, amongst other things, possesses a very sophisticated poison. They therefore act for someone more educated than themselves.
You remember Wiggins and his gang, the Baker Street Irregulars?
Yes, the street urchins, whom you employ upon occasion, and Wiggins is their leader.
Yes. Well, I have hired their services again. I have instructed them to find out the address of the bishop's nephew.
I think he's here.
So he might be.
Hello, Mr. Holmes.
Wiggins, my young friend, have you found the information for which the good Dr. Watson is going to pay you?
Yes, Mr. Holmes, it was easy.
Very well, I understand. Here are a few pennies.
Thanks, Dr. Watson. The man you're looking for lives near Kensington.
Does he live alone?
Yes, but he rents a room for an old lady.
Did she see you?
No, Mr. Holmes, no one saw me.
Perfect. Watson, give our young friend another shilling as a reward for his discretion.
Here we go again. But of course. I'm falling asleep, Holmes. Aren't you tired?
No, I have an exceptional constitution. I can't remember ever having been fatigued by work. Idleness, on the other hand, exhausts me completely. Go to bed, Watson. The night will be short. We leave at dawn.
Wow, this is a real adventure. It's exciting. I like it better than made-up stories. I want to know what happens next. Keep reading. I'm going to. Oh, I want to listen to. My readers must excuse me if I do not describe in full detail here the terrible images which haunted me that night.
I had a sense that something extraordinary would take place, but I was scarcely prepared for the reality of it. Good morning, Holmes. Did you get any rest?
I did not attempt to sleep.
Have you managed to come to any conclusions?
I think that we might follow 3 trails. We can visit Whitechapel to try to discover the identity of the murderers by making inquiries at Dispensary 4661 and at the Whitechapel Street Cemetery.
The poison trail seems more important to me. We should perhaps go to Westgate Prison first to see Hans Shield.
Yes, and let us not forget the bishop's irascible nephew, whose address we now have, thanks to my Baker Street irregulars. I have located each place on our map of London.
Holmes, let me remind you that we still have not been officially instructed to investigate this affair.
Ah, well, we will just have to hide that small detail.
Alright guys, this seems like a good place to end the first session of Sherlock Holmes, The Last Testament. I hope you enjoyed this Let's Play. I certainly enjoy playing it. It's a real nice game, even though our dear Sherlock Holmes is a bit overconfident. But yeah, hope you like this, and I will see you in the next session. Bye! Hello guys, and welcome back.